I think that I would be remiss if I don't first acknowledge and congratulate Jeru Bande, who is truly the mayor of the East County. And actually, he temporarily was like the mayor of the Mid-County and East County for a while, and he did it seamlessly, so I don't know how he does it, but we're so grateful to you and so fortunate to have him leading this effort. I would have to say that, for many years, we would have discussions on the county council about how could we best utilize our regional services centers. And we always came up with this notion, and at least for me, it was a priority, to recognize that we have these assets located in different parts of the county, geographically accessible, so that we can deploy a lot of services and a lot of support to our communities, but the resources weren't there. And so I really do want to thank you, Mark, for following up on this promise of making sure that we could strengthen the regional services centers and really make them a hub of services for particular communities. And what I like about this model is that people like Jeru can work hand in hand with our business solutions group, with stakeholders, to customize what it is that this community needs, right? As someone who represented this community when I was first elected, I represented it for 2 years and understood that we have a vibrant continental African community, vibrant African American community, but not a lot of access to services and not a lot of supports. Well, this is an opportunity then to customize these kinds of supports for those communities where entrepreneurship is just so vibrant, right? We look at the statistics and we know that immigrants are opening businesses at a very high rate. People of color are opening businesses at a very high rate. Women are opening small business in a very high rate, and that's important for us here in our county. We just received our AAA bond rating again. Yes. Right, and I believe it's like the only county that has received AAA bond rating since 1973. And what that says is that our economic and our fiscal indicators are very strong, but we cannot be complacent. We know very well that we have to also understand our position in the region and make sure that we are positioning ourselves to take advantage of opportunities to expand our tax base. If we don't do that, then we can't invest in all of the issues that we hold dear. Okay, Montgomery County has values that we really prioritize, but we won't have that revenue. So I'm really excited about really taking this moment in time when we're still very strong to move forward with a very strategic initiative regarding economic development and access to services and supports. That's very exciting. I want to thank Terry Ford, who is here. Adventus is playing a key role in redevelopment and amenities in this part of the county. I see Jonathan Jen here. Obviously, we worked so hard to get the White Oak Science Gateway Plan going, and we're looking forward to FDA finalizing all of their consolidation, et cetera. There are a lot of assets that we can leverage here in this part of the county, and that's super exciting, but again, we cannot be complacent. So on November 5th, I'm introducing, and all my colleagues have agreed to sign on to a resolution where we are going to adopt, the council is going to adopt an economic development platform, a very high-level platform, so that we can hold ourselves accountable in terms of how are we working towards this desired state, which is to make Montgomery that place that people want to come and they want to open businesses and they want to operate. And what I'm proposing is that we have 4 pillars, that we look at housing, we look at transportation, workforce development, and business development, as they are all integrated, but have particular metrics and have particular guiding principles so that we can do whatever we can to work alongside the administration, the executive, to make this a reality. I am a firm believer that if we don't have a broad framework, then we're really busy doing a lot of things, but how do we know that we're moving the needle? And I tend to be real competitive when it comes to our county standing in the region. And what I can tell you is that we have an interesting situation, right? We have Prince George's County, where I think that, former Executive Rashawn Baker really positioned it as a place to do business, and they have a lot of land, and it's cheap. So they can start from scratch on a lot of issues, okay? We have Washington, D.C., and they're doing just great. I mean, just look at their real estate and property taxes, and actually they have an issue with affordable housing crisis right now because of that, but they're having revenues coming in. Northern Virginia got Amazon, and we have so many assets, but we have got to position those assets, we have to leverage them, and we have to have a clear path so we can ensure that we are there as players as well. So that's my commitment, And this type of initiatives are going to really help from the ground up, from the micro level, get us to that place as we work on ensuring that our micro level framework matches. And from there on, I'm really hopeful for what we have to look forward to. So thank all of you who play a role in all of this. And I really do look forward to seeing all the great things that will be accomplished with this particular center. Thank you.